Hello and welcome. My name's Otero for OneUp.com. I'm here with.
I am Bob Mackey, and Snake is looking at a snake.
Yeah, and we're going to go back inside because we actually didn't need to be out here. But this video is about one of my favorite parts in Metal Gear Solid 3, which is when you infiltrate the Russian lab. And I'm writing a feature about this, so I figured why don't we tie a video to this feature just to kind of show people some of the, I don't know, little kind of discoveries and things you'll find out when you take your tour of this lab. I don't know. Help me out, Bob. I'm playing at the same time, so I'm
still amazed at how good this game looks.
Yes,
I know it's not very constructive, but
yeah.
I'm just like, wow.
Although we
really
have
good.
a motion filter on it, so you see there's like a weird like aura around Snake.
Yeah.
So the purpose of this video is to really talk about the idea of social camouflage in Metal Gear Solid and how it was a really cool thing to see in Metal Gear Solid 3, something they brought back apparently from the original Metal Gear.
Wait a minute, Jose.
Yeah.
Didn't Assassin's Creed invent social camouflage?
Hell no, it did not.
I knew that.
But what I love about specifically this idea of social camouflage is that details really matter. So if you forgot to wash off your face paint and you walked by a guard with the lab coat on, he'd know, oh man, like you're not a scientist. I mean, there were like little tells, and you had to be very careful with people and not let them. Depending on who it was, you have to be real careful. So the first time I played through this part, were you actually? I want to ask you this: were you compelled to just walk through the whole thing? Because I kind of was. I was scared to really like test the waters here.
Like
you could just full out run around.
You
people.
can't get too close to. I mean, you can't touch anybody, can you? Like
well,
if you touch them.
But if you don't turn around when he tells you, "Hey," you can get in a lot of trouble. So.
Oh
yeah.
man.
And yeah, apparently because you're a scientist, you are least. Everyone's hungry. But
One thing
go
One
ahead.
thing I noticed about if you are a scientist, you just get abused a lot.
Yeah,
just like
in these games, scientists. Is that a running theme for all the Metal Gear games?
Scientists are known to wet themselves, and yeah.
So that guy is one of the scientists who works here, and so the tactic that kind of came about with him is never let him see your face. Or get a really good look at you. Like if he comes up to inspect you, you want to make sure you just stop dead in your tracks and just kind of turn away, because if he gets a good look at you, he knows you don't work there. And he'll sound the alarm.
I mean, Snake looks very unlike a scientist. I mean, from the neck down maybe, but from the neck up, the bandana, I would have taken that off if I was him.
I never noticed that his ID badge has his face on it. Yeah,
really
until
cool.
the HD versions, I had no idea.
Nice.
But yeah, there were a bunch of little things. So everyone's pretty hungry in this game. It doesn't really tie into what this is about, but you want to kind of explain to people why that's happening?
Yeah, and in some of the areas, if you find the food supply from that the soldiers use, they don't actively use it in the game, but it's just there to represent, the food that they would be eating. If you blow it up, then they become hungry. It's easier to knock them out, correct? And then you can actually throw rotten food at them, and they'll chase after it and eat it. And I think you can just throw regular food too if you just want to distract them because they're very hungry.
Yeah, and so they're super. Oh wait, are these just the bathrooms? Yeah, and that's something I had already done in a playthrough prior to this one. Is I found this food supply. I didn't know there was one in the lab, and when I found it, I was like, well, I got to put this to use. So I blew it up, quickly hid in another room, changed into my scientist outfit. Like nobody was the wiser, and I just went about my business. Oh wait, he looks suspicious. I don't know. I really admired this idea of kind of having to blend in and the constant pressure of, just kind of looking at everything like, oh God, what am I?
Yeah, it's like
what
you're
should I do?
You're hidden in plain sight. It's like it reminds me of I don't know. I like these sorts of games because anything can go wrong at any moment, and you're surrounded by enemies, and they're not aware that you're the enemy.
Yeah.
So it just is like it's really stressful, but it's cool when you can get away with it. And can we go to an area with the other scientists? Because I like their reactions, too.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Oh,
God, this is going to be a little... Oh, okay, good. Imagine someone saw that, like, the alarm goes off. Like,
are you
go?
given the chloroform or something like that? Or the cigarette? The cigarette,
yeah,
sorry.
I did find them, and that was something that was kind of surprised, too, that then you get these, like, very James Bond-ish, like, weapons. So there's a handkerchief, which I don't really know how to use this. Did you ever use the handkerchief when you first played this game?
Yes, I forget how, but I think it involves grabbing them.
Yeah, because I tried that and it didn't work, and I was like, well, I'm gonna let this go.
I would typically just gas the entire room of scientists with my cigar.
Yeah. That's
cigarettes.
actually the better way to go about it. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, so you gotta kind of take a drag on the cigarette and then knock them out. Okay, wait. So we've been through here. I gotta go find another area.
Right.
And then you get also, does Snake have a Yep, he's smoking. All right.
And no one is calling you to tell you that it's bad for you.
Yeah, that's true too.
But I'm sure if you called them, they tell
yeah,
you.
they'd have something to say about it. Okay, now I'm trying to remember where we're supposed to go. Oh, okay, it's through here. Yeah. Downstairs, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. And I like how they portray the scientists because they are very dorky and they freak out at the tiniest problem
Mm-hmm.
or the tiniest when things aren't going the way
Yeah,
they
yeah,
think
no,
they should be going.
yeah, no, exactly. So this should be an area where there are scientists, because this is on the way to see. There's a guy who will collaborate with you down in the lab. Whoop. Okay, look away, look away.
Who's that?
Okay, they always get closer too. That's when you really want to be careful. You want me to gas this guy?
It's like if I stare enough at the back of his head, maybe I'll figure this out.
Wait. Yeah, but you know what? One time I gassed somebody, and the thud of the guy falling, I swear to God, the people next door heard it, and they came and they got him.
I think you should. Oh, there he goes.
Okay, handled. Great. That's a really James Bond thing, too, but I guess it makes sense for this game because it was very much...
One thing, Jose, unrelated to this video, I want you to go back in that room really quick.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What did they change the magazines to? Because before, if you remember correctly, they were they all Ziff Davis related?
No, well, it depended, but yeah, no, they're all the original magazines from what I could tell.
Oh, okay.
So there's Gamer, there's that, and there's a couple of EGMs. There's GamePro right there, Delayed Power GamePro. In another room, they have some EGMs.
Sorry, I know it's unrelated, but
while
you were here, I just wanted to see.
In the 3DS version, they changed them all to Nintendo Power. Yeah, so there was that. But the Kuro 10, is that how you say the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, they turned that into
Yoshi's.
Yeah, Yoshi's. That's right.
And in Twin Snakes, there is a Yoshi on Otacon's desk you can shoot.
Okay. And you know what? Let's just get in trouble. All right, good night, buddy.
You just knocked out Donald Pleasance.
Oh, God. No. Shoot. Ah. All right, wait. Oh,
Yep,
good.
You're
okay.
good.
Can I make sure he goes to bed? Gas up the place. Oh, man. Okay, and with that, it looks like school's out, and we're going to have to run for it. So for OneUp.com, I'm Jose Otero.
This is Bob Mackey.
And thanks for watching. Check out our Metal Gear coverage all week at OneUp.com.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes.